Okay, good morning everyone. It's the 16th of June, which is also Father's Day in the UK. I think it's Father's Day across the world, really. So happy Father's Day to all those fathers out there. But it's also the first day of the ration challenge set by the World Concern Charity. Or Concern Worldwide Charity. So, here it is. Am I looking forward to it? I don't really know. I'm going to be a bit hungry. This is 1 week's worth of food. So, there is a few more little caveats sort of around there. So they did send me a little information pack, which I haven't opened yet, and we've got the box here. We're going to open up the box here, and then we're going to get ready for our first breakfast of our 7-day ration challenge. So the contents inside here hopefully should be my breakfast. I'm also going to be cooking all my stuff because I'm a Bushcraft channel. I've got a Bushcraft pot with my little stove as well. Yeah, so that I might even use the Barbie and stoke that up with a bit of flames as well to make some flatbread later on during the challenge. So that's what I'm going to be cooking all my stuff with. So let's get over and open this thing up and have a quick look what we've got inside. Yep, that's it from there. Okay, so we have a ration challenge, a few little tips, sort of techniques of what to do, so I'll read through that later on. We've also got the 16th to 23rd of June poster and information in there as well. This is what I want to see, the ration challenge recipes. So hopefully there'll be some, these are recipes which are being written by the refugees in Syria or Yemen, which have been given to these, because these guys, the Concern Worldwide, have been going to there a few times just to chat to people and that sort of thing. And what I'll do, I'll put a little video clip in for you now.
نشكر كتير الشباب الحلوين الطيبين اللي عم بنقلوا الصورة والوضع اللي نحن فيه، والشباب اللي هنيك اللي متضامنين معنا وحاسين بوجعنا، وانه عم بيساعدونا، يعني انه بعد انه يشيلوا عننا بعض المعاناة، يعني انه وقت اللي نحن بنشعر انه في ناس شاعرين فينا وبوجعنا وبألمنا، اكيد نحن بنكون مبسوطين كتير وسعداء كتير، وشكرا كتير لكم كتير كتير، ونحن بنحبكم كتير، ويا ربي الله يخليكم ويوفقكم، وان شاء الله ما بتشوفوا اللي نحن شفناه ولا بتذوقوا اللي نحن عم نذوقه.
Yeah, so that is why we are doing this thing here. So she's given us an inspiration, yeah, to actually go forward and try to achieve our goals, and actually basically sharing the knowledge that these people are living in poverty sort of thing, and to try to inspire people going over. So we've got some nice recipes inside here. We've got congee, which is 90 grams of rice, 1 to 1.5 meters of water, and if following the main meal, adjust quantities to instruct on the meal plan. So that's it. Rice and beans, 200 grams of rice, 500 mils of water, 80 grams of kidney beans. Get some more information, but you all want to know what's inside this box, so let's get a little everyday carry through utility life. Still going fine, guys. It's still going fine. You'll be amazed. I've sharpened it a few times, but it's still going fine. Put that back on there. Right, so let's dive into the box. Oh my word! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Oh, I'll come closer to the camera. You can see what I can see. Yeah, that is it. That is it, guys. So we have inside here 420 grams of rice. We have like 85 grams of dried chickpeas. We have 170 grams of dried lentils. 1 tin of sardines in sunflower oil, 1 tin of kidney beans, which is, where are we, what's the weight of these? I don't know, 240 grams of kidney beans, that's probably with a tin. And with all finishing off, we've got the 330 mils of vegetable oil. And to finish the box off, we've got a food coupon for further 400 grams of flour. Expires on the 1st 11th 2019. Instructions for ration trains. In addition to the ration kits, refugees are sometimes given coupons that they can exchange for food in the local shops. To recreate your refugee experience, please buy additional 400 grams of flour to add to this week's rations. This coupon is for instructive purpose only and cannot be redeemed in store. Okay, so I don't have the flour inside of the pack. I've actually got to go to the shop and exchange this coupon to flour, or buy some flour and I'm just exchange the coupon. So that's 400 grams of flour, which I need to get. And also I get an additional, in addition to the ration kits, refugees are sometimes given coupons to exchange for local foods. Yeah, to recreate a refugee experience, please buy an additional 1.5 kilograms of rice to add to your week's rations. So I've got 420 grams of rice already, but I can also get a further additional 1.5 kilograms of rice as well. So that's going to be really, really helpful through this challenge. I was wondering how on earth am I going to live just on that much rice, but now with that there here, I can now go get myself another 1.5 kilograms of rice. So this is a little bit easier than I thought it was going to be. So that's that said on there. So I'm now going to go to the woods, collect a little bit of wood for the bush pot, and get a bit of congee for breakfast. Just some plain boiled rice. Ah, I forgot one thing. Because I also sponsor myself, and some of you have also helped me sponsor, because every time you sponsor me I get a little bit more food, which helps me along the way and also supports the other people. Sponsor myself, so I get to choose a spice of my choice. So I choose some cumin, because cumin comes in 2 different ways. You can either get cumin seeds, or you can get ground cumin. So, and it says there I can have a spice of my choice and use as much as I like. So this is 2 different versions. I can either use it as a whole grains or use it as that. So a little bit cheeky there, and it's also the choice for the Syrian refugees as well. And because I reached out to a few of you on social media, every time I reached out to 5 of you, I got a tea bag. So I've got my tea bag here. I've got a couple of tea bags because 5-10 people have sponsored me, so I've got 5. For every 5 you get a tea bag. But I'm using coconut infused tea bags. The idea is I'm going to make a cup of tea with one of them, and also using that same tea water, the same tea, I'm going to cook the rice inside of the water to give it a bit of coconut infusion as well. You see where I'm going there? So not just a drink, I'm also going to infuse a load of rice and then let the rice cool down and use it for the next couple of days. So my congee is going to be not just plain rice, it's going to be coconut infused rice for breakfast, and that should make the recipe I'm making this morning should make 3 breakfasts. So today, tomorrow and Tuesday. So it's enough waffle. Let's get to the woods, let's get the wood, let's get the fire on the go, and let's get breakfast, because I'm getting really hungry now. Okay, so the morning breakfast, what we're going to do, we're going to be making one of the first recipes inside the book. It's called congee. And so, all the ingredients we need is water and rice. It says here we need 90 grams of rice and between 1 and 1.5 litres of water. So let's get the scales turned on. I've got my rice rations. Yeah, so 90 grams of rice. We'll put that on the old flames, and we need, I've got a litre of water here, and we'll put that into there as well. And then we wait. So that is it. That's congee. It doesn't say how long to wait it. It doesn't say how. It says if you're using a rice cooker, it takes 45 minutes. but I'm not using a rice cooker. This says add the water, bring it to boil, lower the heat and simmer, stirring constantly to prevent burning. The cooking time will vary on the type of rice used. So eventually I'll come back to you when we've got a bit more boiling on the go. Rolling boil now. Oh, steamed up. So we're getting there. Congee's nearly ready. Okay, so the congee is now done. The only drink I can have this week is water. So I've got a week on water as well. And I've got my bowl here. So what the easiest way now is to serve up the congee. So this is just plain congee today. And then tomorrow I'll mix it up a little bit and add a little bit of flavour. But I just wanted to do a comparison first, just to see what eating just plain congee. All it basically is boiled rice, the slow boiled rice for a very long time. It took around about 35 minutes, I think, 35-40 minutes to cook the rice to a lovely sort of fluffy consistency, sort of coming round. It says you can do it in a slow cooker for 45 minutes. So, but this is my portion of rice for the day. So here we go. So this is my portion of rice. It's quite a lot of rice, really. Slow boiled, plain. It's actually not too bad, actually. But for breakfast, it's a strange breakfast. So I'll sit and eat this now, and I'll get back to you later on when it's lunchtime. So I'll get back to you lunchtime to see where we actually are, what I'm cooking and how it's going to taste. But let's see at lunch. Okay, so it's now at lunchtime. I've just driven down to Cambridge for my wife can see her father for Father's Day. So we drove down there. I'm getting a little bit peckish now, so that rice sort of filled me up for the morning. I'm now getting ready for the thing. So I've got again my little bush pot with me. I've got a small little frying pan with me. I've got some flour and some water. So guess what I'm about to make? Yes, we're going to do some simple crepes from the recipe book again. So this one, it asks you to have 57 grams of flour. You're asking, where did the flour come from? The flour, I used my little voucher, which give me 400 grams of flour. So I've weighed up 400 grams of flour, so that is my flour I've got left for the week. So I've now used my voucher, so I'll put a little tear on there, so I know I've used that. So if I get hungry again, I know I can't use it because I've used it. And it's going to be using a teaspoon of oil as well. So, and to finish this off, it's got 125 millilitres of water. So it says in the thing, all I've got to do is mix them together to make a thin paste, and then heat up a teaspoon of oil onto my pan, and then serve up my crepes. So that is what we're going to do now. We're going to turn the camera over so you can see the mixture. And it says mix it in small batches, so you can actually need a thin batter, so you don't make it a lumpy batter. So let's turn the camera down and see what we've got. Okay, so let's start off with a little bit of flour. So let's put half of the flour in, I think, first. And we'll add some water, half the water, and we'll give that a mix. Okay, so that's that done. So we're going to get that, it should be a thin batter. I've got a little bit of water left, so I'm going to leave that. I think that should be good enough for my crepes. Let's get the fire on the go, and then we'll start heating up some crepes just before the rain comes over again. It's been raining on and off all day, so I'll get hungry. Let's heat this thing up. Right, so there we go, first pancake. Let's get one on. So it's going quite well so far. Little bush top. It's worked a lot quicker than this morning for oh no! The old pancake, I should have had a practice pancake flipping really, shouldn't I? Alright, there we go. Just pouring down rain now, just to make it a bit worse for me. Yeah, it's only getting wet outside, yeah. That's what I should have done. Right, I'm going to call that one for that one. I am using bread flour, so... Right, let's get another one on the go. Let's get a bit thinner one this time. I think that's all my mixture. Okay, as my second one's cooking, I'm going to eat my first one, just because it's gonna. I think it might rain again on me, so I don't want the first one to get too cold either. So what we'll do, we'll give a nice little flip of this. Oh no, there we go. Right, it wasn't a very best flip in the world, but it wasn't as straight as pancake, but. Well, I don't know, we'll put that back on the heat. I'll sort that out first. So let's try this. Yeah, flour and water cooked. I mean, really well with something savoury or something sweet. Probably a few more minutes on the cooker, might be a little bit better. But a little bit of flour. Well, I am using bread flour. There's a reason for that. But this will see me through for another few more hours. Ready for dinner. So I'll finish eating these now, finish cooking this up, and I'll see you later on. I think I've had 2 glasses of water so far. Probably got 1 or 2 more glasses. That's all I can drink. Okay, so it's now dinner time now. So I've just driven back over from Cambridge. I found the drive really hard. I don't know if I was tired from the previous day or just a lack of food. Sort of come in there to try to actually just concentrate. But we're home now. Now it's time to get the dinner on the go. I thought, well, I'm going to do a little variation to the cookbook sort of from there. We're going to look at the rice and beans, and also I'm going to make myself a simple flatbread. The flatbread inside the recipe book says you use 400 grams of flour. You've only got 400 grams of flour, and I've already used some of that flour, 56 grams of that flour already to make my crepes at lunchtime. So I thought, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take a very small portion of the flour, mix with a little bit of water, make a small dough and make a small flatbread. I thought it would be easier making one big mass one. Same with the kidney beans. It says you need 80 grams of kidney beans. There's 220 grams of net weight, 240 grams net weight drained. So we're going to drain these out, take out my kidney beans and put the rest inside the fridge, or the ones I need. And then we also need 200 grams of rice. So I've got some more rice left. Remember, I've still got that voucher for 1.5 kilograms of rice. So I'm not too overly fussed at the moment. I've got enough rice there to do tonight's dinner and probably breakfast, and then hopefully we can come over. So let's get the stuff around now. Let's get it weighed out. Let's get it on the go, get it on the boil, and start dinner on the go. So let's get the scales on. Turn them on. We now need 200 grams of rice. So I've got my water bottles I use from the Otago Poundland. One says 500 ml inside this, so we can get all that water inside there. Well, also, because I can, I've got some cumin, so I'm going to put some cumin inside there, just a flavour, just to give it a little bit of flavour. It's about a teaspoon, and then I'm going to open up this tin of beans and put some beans in there. So I can I'll come back. Okay, I've done that wrong. It said heat a teaspoon of oil over a medium heat in a large saucepan and stir in kidney beans and reduce to low heat and let the mixture simmer and slow while you cook. And then slow while you cook the rice. Yes, I've got to cook the rice separately. Bring the water to the boil and stir in the rice. Return to a boil, reduce to a low heat and cook for a further 20 minutes, removing the lid and let it stand. Fold in the beans. So I've got to get this on first. So doing it slightly wrong. So let's turn that on. Let's get the lid on and get that on a cook over there. And so I've got that on the go. Let's get another pan out and get the beans done, I think. Okay, so it said I needed 80 grams of kidney beans. So I've got the kidney beans here. Just take some of the moisture out, and let's just put some of these beans inside there. A little splash of oil. That'll do. That's a splash of oil. And now we'll get that cooking as well. And we've got the rice on the go now. We've got the beans getting reduced. And now we'll get to work on making the flatbread. Okay, right, they're reducing. That's on the boil. I'm going to go for 50 grams, I think, of flour. So a bit like I did this morning. I'm just going to put a little bit of flour inside here. Oh, I've got a hole in my bag. Oh no, I'm losing flour. Bear with me 2 seconds while I fix this issue. Okay, so we've got 50 ml of flour. I'm going to a little dribble of water. And we're going to just use that spoon. I'm going to mix this up. We're trying to make a dough consistency. So I'll keep adding a little bit of water until I've got my nice dough consistency, and I'll be back with you. Okay, so we've got the flour sort of in a dough, and what I've done, I've added a little bit of cumin into this, and all I'm doing now is just kneading it. Yeah, I'm going to give it for knead for about 5 minutes, or about 2 minutes of kneading the dough, and then I'm going to put it inside a little bit of cling film, put it back in the bowl, cover it back up again with a tea towel, a damp tea towel. I'm going to leave it for about 10 minutes just to allow it to see if it can rise. I am using strong bread flour, so hopefully it will have a little bit of rise sort of from there, and then we can put that into the pan with a little bit of oil, and then once we've got that, we can then hopefully make myself a nice flatbread. But see how elasticated this is. This has actually worked out really well. Yeah, it's a lovely smell to it. A little bit of cumin smell. The beans are done, so they're just sitting there waiting for the rice. Yeah, hopefully it'll come with the boil shortly, and then dinner will be served. Right, you're probably wondering why I'm actually cooking inside the kitchen now. I did say I want to do everything on the wood burning stove, but that actually wasn't feasible due to especially this recipe. I needed so much wood sort of coming on there that it was just taking ages and ages. So I'll be doing the smaller meals like breakfast and lunches probably on my little burner. But when it comes to dinners, I've got a loaf of bread to make coming soon as well, so I'll be needing to use the oven and that sort of thing. But hope you're enjoying it so far. I'm still hungry, but hopefully this will sort me out, and I'll serve this up very shortly, and then we'll see about tasting it. Whoa, look at that, look at that. Looking good. Okay, so the flatbread's practically done. It's starting to burn on one side of it. We've got it on there, so I think we're good. We can go on. I can tap it and make a little hollow sound. So let's open up my rice, which has been cooked now, which is just been sitting there. So let's get that inside. Can I get it in on the way in one go? No, I can't. Try and do it with one hand. It's not very easy. So let's try to scoop it up. So I'll serve this up, and we'll be there shortly. Okay, so there it is. What you can hear in the background is my kids' teeth cooking. There's some sausages sizzling in the pan. They're not mine, I guarantee it. This is my food, so my rice, my beans and my flatbread. So let's have a little taste test of this and see exactly what it tastes like. So here we go. You know what? This was some rice, peas and beans. That's actually not bad. And because we fried the beans, they got that extra little bit of flavour to it. Yeah. You can get the cumin coming through there. I did put extra cumin inside it. I think I probably got away with it more. No. Let's have a little try the old bread then, shall we? Oh, God, that's hot. That is hot. Oh, that is proper nice. Yeah, proper hot, but really nice bread actually. Bit of flour bread, a little bit of water, a bit of cumin, fried up in the sunflower oil they give me, and that is a really, really good dish. But I'm gonna enjoy this. Cooking the kids' food. I'll eat this, and I'll see you for the roundup later on to the evening. But bye for now. Okay then, so how was today for the first day of a ration challenge? It started off okay. It took a bit of while, as I said just a minute ago, to cook the food on the little wood burning stove, because it wasn't cooking rice. It was long grain, white long grain rice, which took a bit longer to cook. So I need to probably use this tomorrow, because it's going to be a bit more wood inside it, and I can get it a lot hotter. I can cook things a lot quicker. Rice was nice and simple. It's just nice plain rice. But tomorrow I think I'm going to change up a little bit. So check in tomorrow to see what I'm going to do to change that recipe very, very slightly. Lunch. I think I made a slight mistake there. I should have added the last bit of water. I said at the start that I'm not going to use the last bit of it because it's quite runny. But actually, when it went to cook it, it thickened up in the pan, and I couldn't make a really thin layer. So then, because I didn't get too much heat coming from the pan itself, it started to rain, so I was trying to rush it. They were quite thick, and I think they were slightly undercooked, but they still tasted fine. I got 2 crepes out of that, or thick pancakes. What I got, if I watered it down a bit more, I probably would have got 3 or 4 out of it, but it still had the same volume of food. But it might have felt a little bit better in the mind, because I felt it quite hard getting back. I was didn't have much energy. I haven't had any I haven't had any sugars of sort of all the proteins which I usually have sort of during the day. Like I haven't had my juices and that sort of thing. I usually have juices and waters, juices and milks and sort of thing. I've just been drinking water all day, so again that sort of had a big effect onto my well-being. But dinner, that was top notch. I couldn't actually eat it all. I reduced the recipe by 50 grams of the rice, but I think I only managed to eat about 110 grams of the rice and the beans and the flatbread. Before that was it, I was stuffed. I couldn't eat any more. So what I've done now, I've just put it into a vacuum. I'll put it into a sort of one of those takeaway meal plastic containers and bung it in the fridge. So that will be me. I think I'm going to probably use that for tomorrow's lunch as a little snack, or between breakfast and lunch as a little snack. I think just like a pick-me-up little snack, because of leftover food. You don't want to waste anything. So these sort of challenges, or these people live inside these environments, they don't waste anything. They keep everything and everything, because you don't know when the next meal is going to come. But that's it for today. I say there's going to be daily uploads going on at 2100 every night, so if you want to check it over, see uploads sort of on there. I'm going to get this thing edited now and get it on sort of on this. So now it's now 1930, so it gives me an hour and a half to sort it all out and make it all look fancy. But if you want to support this challenge, there will be a link down below where you can click on the link and you can give what you can. Yeah, there's no top amount, there's no bottom amount. So give what you can, because it's all going to help support it. And if I do hit my £400 target, it'd be awesome. I'll give everyone a like. I'll give everyone a shout out at the end of the week as well for whoever supported me sort of coming through there. But if I hit that £400 mark, I get a little bit of egg, and I'd love to have an egg with this challenge. I think a fried, looking forward, I think it'd be really good to have egg fried rice on the last day with saving one of my sardines. So that is my goal. I'm sort of on there. But that's it for now. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll see you again tomorrow at 2100 hours. Until then, just remember, it's better to be one with the wilderness than to fight and struggle. So next video, I'll see you then. Bye for now.